Now let's use an example. Ich verliebe mich in, we learned accusative, der Mann becomes den Mann, adjective ending is en, den Mann. Ich verliebe mich in den jungen Mann. Now sich verlieben is also a reflexive verb, remember those? So you have to say ich, and then you have to have your reflexive pronoun. Ich verliebe mich in den jungen Mann. And if we don't want to repeat that I'm in love with a young man, we could say ich verliebe mich in ihn, and use the pronoun. I'm falling in love with him. And if I want to know whom are you falling in love with, right? Then I would have to ask in wen. Again, preposition in, question word, wen in the accusative. In wen verliebst du dich? Du, and that's the reflexive pronoun for du would be dich. In wen verliebst du dich? Now let's use that same, let's use another example and use a thing instead of a person. So let's look forward to the vacations. Ich freue mich, sich freuen auf again. Sich is reflexive, so ich, you have to have the reflexive pronoun. Ich freue mich. Then comes your preposition auf. Ich freue mich auf, plural. Die Ferien is accusative, plural. Ich freue mich auf die Ferien. I'm looking forward to the vacations. And if you don't want to repeat that you're looking forward to your vacations, you just say I'm looking forward to it. And since it's a thing, we have a da plus preposition auf. And since we have two vowels next to each other, remember we have to insert an R. So ich freue mich darauf. I'm looking forward to it. Darauf would be translated as to it. I'm looking forward to it. And if I'm asking what are you looking forward to? We have the wo plus the preposition with the R in between because we have two vowels next to each other, O and A. So worauf freust du dich? And again du and the reflexive pronoun dich. Worauf freust du dich? So it may sound more complicated than it is, but you have to remember. You have to remember the dative group and you have to remember the accusative group. And be sure to use these prepositions with these verbs, otherwise they change their meaning completely. Alright, so if you see, let me give you another example. For example, let's do another dative example. Ich habe Angst vor dem Examen. Ich habe Angst vor dem Hund. You're afraid of the dog, right? There we go. Ich habe Angst vor dem Hund. Again, vor requires the dative. Der Hund changes to dem. Ich habe Angst vor dem Hund. Alright, or let's do another example here. You're afraid of the people, for example. Ich habe Angst vor den Leuten. And here it's a dative plural. So die Leute changes to den and Leute adds an N. Ich habe Angst vor den Leuten. And if you say I'm afraid of them, how would you say that? Ich habe Angst vor, and the dative plural would be ihnen. Ich habe Angst vor ihnen. There you go. And how would we say I'm interested in music? Let's do sich interessieren für. How would we say that? Ich interessiere. What do we have to add now? Because it's a reflexive verb. Ich interessiere mich. That has to go in here. And then I'm interested in, für. And then Musik. Ich interessiere mich für Musik, for example. All right. How would you say you're waiting for the bus? Ich warte. How do you say for? Auf, correct? Auf, and we know it's an accusative preposition in this instant. Auf den Bus. Ich warte auf den Bus. I'm waiting for the bus. All right. How would you say, I am thinking of him? Think of is denken an. Okay. So, ich denke an, and him has to be accusative. What's the accusative pronoun? An ihn. That's it. Ich denke an ihn. I'm thinking of him. And that's a short introduction into special verb preposition combinations.